It's lunchtime and the Brooklyn Cafe is open for business. Live from the Amp Media Studios, Dawn and Freddie S. and their team are ready to serve up a huge portion of fun for lunch with friends and neighbors. So let's break open that lunch pail and unwrap that sandwich you brought and take a front row seat in the Brooklyn Cafe and get ready to enjoy some humor and hot topics. It's time to get a healthy serving of hope and happiness to help your day go by with a smile. Your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S., are ready to talk about food, health, dating, or just plain dream making. If you have a story to share, movie review, restaurant critique, or just a coincidental thing that happened to you, call in toll free 888-994-4995, Studio A right now. Sit back and enjoy your lunch break at the Brooklyn Cafe. Here are your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S.
Welcome to, what is it, Tuesday?
Today's been Tuesday all day, and we did not even get to do a morning show because we had some technical difficulties. So morning difficulties. Morning. Happy Tuesday. Welcome to the cafe. It is September, what is today, 17th?
I don't know. We didn't have technical difficulties. We did not. No? Facebook did. Because they gave us a false positive.
It's like I told you what it's like. It's like being a little pregnant. Exactly.
They got a lot of pregnant. You know, when you get pregnant, there's a lot of things you can't do, and that's what happened today. Facebook got pregnant. We couldn't air the show.
I don't know. You can do anything. Well, not anything, but you can do lots of things.
There's a lot of things.
But now they got pregnancy tests that tell you you're pregnant. I think in like a day or
not
something
even
crazy.
like 20 minutes. 20 minutes later, you know.
I don't know. Gosh. Back in the day, you had to wait a certain amount of time, and then you questioned it, and then you had to go to the doctor. Now I think everything's pretty much self-service, do it at home.
But wait a minute, don't they have the pill after thing? Isn't there such a thing?
Morning after. That has nothing to do with why we didn't stream this morning show.
Yes,
anyway,
Facebook
so happy
wasn't
Tuesday,
pregnant.
everyone. It was not working, but we had some great meetings, some great partnerships, new affiliates that we've got going, and it's nice to see we've got our commitment going. It's called the Kaizen Commitment, and I just actually spoke to 100 plus women who care, and they're going to be joining us next month. Also, they're going to be part of our 90-day commitment to push for better health, better wellness, better you, better community, a lot of betters.
A lot of betters, and this portion of the show is brought to you by Kaizen Commitment.
I try exactly.
You gave me your fumbles.
Try that. Kaizen Commitment.
Kaizen Commitment, and we're going to talk more and more about this and the coffee version of this as we roll it out. I don't want to give it all away. I'm going to tease it.
Very nice.
Because there's a lot of different ways of looking at better health.
So I got to ask you. Last night we were out for dinner, and the kids all left because it was rainy and they all went home. And then I always say the best part of the football game is the last 2 minutes of the game. So Josh, I am so sorry.
Why?
About the last 2 minutes of your football game last night, because even I sat down to watch the last minute and 41 seconds is all I can say. That's
all
really
I
all
can
it came
say.
down to.
I told Josh before we went to 388 that Atlanta is supposed to win the division. And he says, are you kidding? They're a clown act and blah, blah. I said, okay. Mm-hmm. Man, did they play a very nice game against Philadelphia. Philadelphia's not the same, by the way. They're good. They're just not as good as they were 2 years ago. I don't
know, a minute and 41 seconds left. But then there was still enough time for Atlanta to go back, drive down the field.
He threw a stupid pass.
I mean, for Eagles, too, and then they got intercepted.
But he threw the ball so, you know what? They got what they deserve. Rightly so. Congratulations, Atlanta. Because me and Josh have this thing.
I know you do, and I felt really badly for Josh last night. I kept looking in WhatsApp to see if anyone was going to text, but they didn't. But I think he got to see military, which was pretty cool.
Oh, did he?
That's what it looked like. He went to meet him to watch the game, so that's kind of cool.
Military is one of the producers that we had in here a long time.
So that was nice. We haven't seen him in a while.
Wow, look at you watching football.
The last minute and 41 seconds. I always tell everyone, best 2 minutes of the football game is the last 2 minutes of the football game. 100%. No. It lines it all up. You can play and play and play and play, and then you're neck and neck. And
I couldn't even watch the Jets. They were so bad the first 3 minutes of the game. I felt like I was going to throw up.
They're playing again Thursday night, though.
Yeah, I guess I got to watch it. And my sons now tell me, don't watch. Now they don't want me to watch. Now I'm a jinx.
Oh, because you're the jinx. And I love that. Over everyone who watches football, it comes down to one person.
But they're right. I turn the game on, and the guy interception. I watched the Met game. I watch it in the ninth inning. The guy hits a 3-run home, and they lose. And they tell my They tell me, do me a favor. Don't watch sports and New York teams. Watch the Dolphins. I turn the Dolphin game on. That kid gets a concussion.
He's going to play again.
He's nuts.
Did you see that?
He's out of his freaking mind.
He's going to play again once he is cleared. I know, Nate. Can you believe it? Tua's going. I don't know. If I were Tua's wife, I'd be like, honey, babe, you're done.
Because they found out that the insurance, the new contract he signed, if he don't play, he don't get paid. And that's the bottom line.
Is that true?
It's true. Look it up. I think he gets 20% of the contract.
Well, how many millions is the contract?
80 or whatever. I don't know. I'm not a Dolphin fan. Listen, you want to play, play.
Anyway, so happy Tuesday, everyone. We've got a nice show lined up for you today. Last week, Freddie and I had to go run some errands. We got stuck in a deluge of a rainstorm, and we met one of our guests who joined us today because people like going to coffee shops like we do, and they hang out and they talk. She must have thought we were nuts because we were a little nuts, but because I don't know. Did you even? So Clarissa, Zaid is joining us. And she was there with her sister, and they were working on. One was studying, one was working on some marketing. We started chatting, and Freddie started chatting until we closed the coffee shop, and then we came back here.
Freddie started chatting. You weren't chatting?
You're chatty. You're much chattier than I am.
Really?
What do you think? He's chattier than me. It's
Thank
a balance.
See, I'm going to tell you, that's what makes her such a great marketer, because she knows the right words to say.
But we're going to talk to Clarissa and see what she's doing. I think she does a great job at marketing, and wow, she owns a restaurant or 2 or 3. And
or 4 or 5,
right?
Or God hell knows how many.
And then we've got, of course, it's Tuesday, which means our astrologist is in the house. Helen Archer is joining us from the Cosmic Astrology Society. And then we've got Hannah Dillon coming back because she's going to be promoting her program today at
She's
what,
gonna
2
be
or 2:30?
She doesn't even know what she's walking in to see. You want to see this?
So she might have sent a few things.
Yes. She's supposed to be here at 1 o'clock.
1:30, she texted me. She's running a little late.
Okay.
All right, so we're going to take a quick commercial break. You can follow us on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube at the Brooklyn Cafe TV for exclusive behind-the-scenes content. Like and subscribe to all of our YouTube channels, as well as Amp Media Productions, to see the full array of all the shows that we produce. Or come on in, be part of our live studio audience.
Just don't do what Dawn does. Watch the last minute and 20 seconds of the show.
More to come. God bless you on the other side of this commercial break. Stay tuned, and we will be right back.
Amp Media Productions is excited to announce our expansion into North Miami. With our experienced team of radio and TV professionals, we are dedicated to bringing North Miami the highest quality audio and visual production services. Whether you need radio or television commercials, podcasts, music videos, or audio and visual storytelling, we can provide the solutions to help you reach your goals. Our team is reliable, innovative, and creative, and we're ready to help you develop the perfect product. With our competitive rates and personalized service, you can trust that your project is in the best hands. Contact us today to get started on your project. 866-224-5422.
Give me the mozzarella. 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 Give me the mozzarella.
Pizza Rica, tasty Richard Pizza at 2001 Northwest Boca Raton Boulevard or contact 561-826-8663.
Give me the mozzarella. Give me the mozzarella. Give me the mozzarella. Give me the mozzarella.
Now, I'm known as the guy who can fix just about anything, but the technology in most appliances requires very special training to fix. And that's why my family has Choice Home Warranty.
Choice Home Warranty covers over 25 major home systems and appliances. That's your AC, heating, plumbing, kitchen and laundry appliances, and so much more.
Call Choice Home Warranty now before something breaks down.
Get protection for your heating, AC, plumbing, kitchen and laundry appliances, and more.
Call 800-920-3819.
Frank A. Ruffolo, a renowned author and screenwriter known for his books such as 10048, Blue Falcon, Memoir of a Soldier, and his latest, Samuel of Sarah. Check out his website, frankaruffolo.com, for more info or purchase his books on Amazon.
AMP Media Futures Foundation is a non-for-profit organization dedicated to providing college students with immersive opportunities in media production, marketing, business skills, and communication.
Interns will learn professional workflow skills in editing, video and radio broadcasting, public relations, digital media, graphic curriculum, and access to equipment to make a positive impact.
AMP Media Productions is a full-service production house with a variety of shows ranging from the Brooklyn Cafe show.
Welcome to the Brooklyn Cafe on a very busy Wednesday.
Sarah Spiritual.
Right here on the Oldies station, you're listening to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah.
Call me Zena.
Teach by example, and that's what I try to do all the time, to teach by example.
Artist Loft.
Using that term more. Yeah, lofties, yeah.
And Gypsy Soul.
They love music. It's like their favorite thing to go to.
I teach like preschool up to 12th grade.
Yeah, nice.
You can find us on Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram at AMP Media Productions. Please like and subscribe to all of our shows.
I want to be a first class champagne, please.
Dying comfort.
That's good. We offer opportunities to excel in the field of TV film production, social media management, video editing, set design, graphic design, sound engineering, journalism, and many more useful tools to help you land a career in the media business.
To volunteer or be a part of our team, or to make a donation of any size, please visit us at ampfutures.org. Help us to empower college students to create a positive impact with immersive hands-on experiences in media production. Help us amplify the future.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
All right, are you ready?
I don't know.
It's Tuesday. You know what that means?
Yeah, it means I'm going to get a migraine any minute.
It means Helen is in the house. The Cosmic Astrology Society, Helen Archer, is joining us. And all I can say is it's a full moon tonight, and we're in a lunar eclipse. Lunar eclipse?
Yes.
And a lunar eclipse. So, you know, it puts me that's normally here. I'm never here. I'm always like, and
I really don't know what this means.
it means I'm like a whole nother level of
Crazy?
like a homing pigeon. Yeah, is all I can say.
homing pigeon.
Yeah, it's like they're like calling me. Chuck's like, they're calling you home. That's why. It's
so
like
you
they're
call that
pulling
a
you.
homing
He goes,
pigeon.
you know the heart light on ET? He goes, they're pulling at your heart going, you got to go home. Thank you so much.
So the aliens are calling you
The
home
aliens
as a
are calling
pigeon. How you doing?
I'm doing wonderful. How are you?
A couple of minutes ago, I was fine until I just found out my partner here is a homing pigeon.
Homing pigeon. Helen, what is going on?
I just can't wait for the sun to leave Virgo.
Which is when?
Sunday. Okay. Sunday we have the fall equinox, so the sun moves into Libra. Now, what's happening is we've had Saturn and Neptune have been like solidly stationed in Pisces for a long time, all year and even some of last year. So this is like a struggle between what's real and what's not real. It's a struggle between details and creativity that lacks details. So we're trying to get details into creativity. We're trying to get details into, like, say, sixth sense and intuition in a realm where it doesn't exist. So this can cause some stress and strain. But the other thing with Virgo is we try to plan. We think that, you know, we're going to go from point A to point B, and everything is going to fall into place. But with the Sun in Virgo and Mercury in Virgo, it's opposite Pisces. So this has been a real strain on trying to get things to work out as planned. And there's always some quirk, some little detail that goes awry that upsets the whole thing.
What do you mean opposite Pisces?
So we have Saturn and Neptune here, and then 180 degrees across on the circle, we have Virgo. In addition to that, at a 90-degree angles at the top, is Jupiter in Gemini. So Virgo is detail-oriented. Jupiter in Gemini is communication and word-oriented and idea-oriented. And then Saturn in Pisces is unrealistic and sublime and otherworldly oriented. So we have three different influences
But wait a minute, who the hell
that
wants
don't come
that?
together.
Yeah, I get that, but who wants the Pisces thing?
Nobody wants the
that.
Pisces thing,
That's
but we have to
bad.
live with it. It's there right now, but Mars is in Cancer, Uranus is in Taurus, so now those planets are positive to Pisces.
So this is positive what's going on right now? Because I feel like
What's
this one's
going
gonna
on
explode.
right now is with this total eclipse, well, no, it's not total. It's actually partial. It's a partial eclipse of the harvest moon. It's a super moon. So details and things that were supposed to be behind the scenes, details that were supposed to be, and behaviors that were supposed to be secret, are now coming out. Everything is being revealed. The scandals are being revealed, and nobody can hide behind their secrets right
Really?
now.
So the JFK shootings and everything else?
Is coming to light.
Did you see that? The guy who has the film work on that stuff, there's a tree that somebody planted that doesn't exist, but it's in every film clip you see. It's called the floating tree. And they think that the shooter was there, and that's why nobody exposes this. But he's exposing it. It came out, I think, 2 days ago.
Russ just did a show on it yesterday.
Yeah, I saw, but I did it before Russ. I was looking because I joined this group, and exactly what you're saying is what's going on. All of a sudden, all this evidence, and they hide in plain sight.
Exactly. And so, and bad behaviors and weird behaviors and unusual behaviors are all coming to light right now because the eclipses is bringing it out.
All the
Where
bad
it's been
stuff.
hidden, the eclipse is, bringing it out. The sun and the moon are in, an aspect. They're opposite.
I'm going to have to take a vacation for a couple of... When is it, Sunday?
The good news is
I gotta get away
Sunday,
from-
the good news is this is like the last week of summer. And on Sunday night, we're going to go into, well, maybe not Sunday night. Let's see what exact time. I wrote it down. 8:44 a.m. The sun will enter Libra, so we say happy birthday to all our Libra friends. And it's the fall equinox, so it's the beginning of fall. And it's a very good aspect. We have the sun in Libra, we have the moon in Gemini. So people, the things that we started in the summer, since May, are now going to come to fruition. The communication is positive, the ideas are accepted, and we'll be rid of this Pisces, Virgo, nitpicky, we're not sure about what we're going to do yet. Aspect is over, and now we can sign contracts and move forward with our projects.
So we should close them Monday.
Well, things have actually been starting to change for the better this week.
No, it hasn't. Your kookiness is coming out. Don't you understand you're being revealed?
I know. That's a whole nother thing I had to talk. I'll talk about it when we're off air. But I think everything we talked about before of Mercury retrograde, when we didn't do things, now we can start doing things. Some old relationships have been coming back that are going to be doing some work with us.
That's all good. I'm just
That's
worried
all good.
about, she says things are being revealed. Obviously, your craziness is being revealed. Obviously.
Well, it's good, once things come to light, we can deal with it. It's when they stay hidden and secretive that we can't deal with it because, it's like in the back burner. We don't know what's going on. But now it's all being revealed. And I said, with Jupiter and Gemini, details, scandals, and news, it's all going to be revealed. However, Venus has been in Libra. Now it's going to go on Sunday with the fall equinox into Scorpio, which is going to increase passions, and it's good financially. People
Good
are willing to
financially.
take a chance. People are willing to make investments. We're heading towards the fall season now. People are becoming more generous. People are thinking about, the holiday season. Now's a good time to buy some gifts because as the holidays approach, there may be scarcity of products.
It's funny. She says this, and I was watching, I think it was Sunday or something, the show. And they talk about how, do you remember when COVID hit, they didn't want you to go out. They didn't want you to go out, spread it, get sick, and everything else. So they made it so if you stay home, they paid you. They sent all sorts of monies and everything else. Don't go to work. And then when it was over, you couldn't get anybody to go back to work, right? Get back to work. That's it.
Yep.
COVID money is over. So the same thing has been said about inflation. So inflation was like through the roof, apparently. And they said, okay, now we're going to stop spending money to get inflation to cool down, which is at 2.9. This is lower than it was before COVID. But people still aren't spending.
People aren't spending because their credit cards are up. They don't have any, you know.
The interest rates are up.
And the interest rates are up, so that's adding to the credit card debt. And so if you have a credit limit of X amount of dollars, and we have like interest rates in 20+%, that interest rate is adding up if you're making minimum or a little above minimum payments, and so your credit limit is spent.
So how does it look for the next set of weeks in the future when season starts for us in Florida?
Well, Mars is in Cancer right now, so people are being conservative. It's opposite Capricorn, so people are more interested in their investments and less interested in spending money. Capricorn is a sign of money in the bank. So people are trying to save, people are trying to pay down their debt, people are trying to be more practical. And so no, the spending isn't up yet. But at the day of the election, Mars will move into Leo. And Leo is a sign of the big spender. So I think things will improve when Mars goes into Leo.
Gotcha.
Interesting. All right, so where am I falling my Aries chart right now? I know where I physically am falling, but where is my sign falling?
Well, you've had Venus in Libra opposing your Aries sign. So the Sun in Aries has been opposed by Venus in Libra. So that's good for social life, making connections, being elegant and glamorous like you are. But, you know, it's a pull of energies. On the one hand, you need to take care of yourself. On the other hand, you want to entertain and socialize and be the belle of the ball. So you've had that conflict and the lowering of energies because of your social climbing. And also your metabolism, you know, has been in play. And Venus, maybe you overindulged, maybe your blood isn't thinning itself out as much with, you know, like if you're eating heavy foods or drinking a lot of wine, you know, your system had a hard time clearing itself out. Now, I know you have some Scorpio in your chart. Now, Venus is going into Scorpio, so I think you'll feel better, and mentally things will improve because now we have Mars and Venus in a positive aspect. Your relationships will improve, your metabolism will improve, and you'll feel more passionate about life.
Starting Sunday.
Starting Sunday.
Phew, amen. You ready?
For what? You're nuts anyway.
Well, it's good for you, too. It's good for Pisces, and it puts Pisces on a better pathway to success.
Oh, yeah, it's funny. When we started this whole thing, she was making all the money. Remember this? And you were going to be the successful one.
Now it's you.
Now we have to wait at the bus stop until your craziness goes over to get on the bus.
That's only till Sunday. It's only a couple more days.
I've been living it for the last 3 weeks.
I've been living it. It's been not easy, Helen.
No, the Virgo's been impossible. And the fact of the Sun going into Virgo and then Mercury going back into Virgo after it was in retrograde in Virgo and Leo, we had to deal with all the details that were missed, that were neglected, that were wrong. We have to correct all that this month with the Sun in Virgo, including like transportation issues with cars and planes and things like that, mechanical issues. So that's been the real problem, and the fact that we can't be efficient, we can't plan, because Jupiter was against it. Jupiter is like, in Gemini, is like, you know, the idea person as opposed to the actual person that does the work.
Now let me ask you, Boeing is on strike, and they're talking about the next summer there won't be any planes in the sky because they're the ones that make the spare parts for these planes to fly. So if they're on strike, they keep an inventory of close to 10 months to do this. But then they're saying that now there's a fear that if an engine needs to be rehauled, they won't do it because the people are on strike. Is it even safe to travel?
It's safe to travel. I mean, well, it's not safe to travel during the eclipses. So we have the eclipse today, and then we have an eclipse on October 2nd. So those cause bad weather effects, cause like earthquakes and volcanoes and explosions and fires and things like that erupt during these eclipses, as well as the storms in the Atlantic. But really, I think with Venus going into Scorpio is positive to Mars in Cancer and Uranus in Taurus. Maybe they'll come to a good financial conclusion and go back to work.
Excellent.
Because finances are improved now.
And the weather with the hurricanes that had like 20 out in the Atlantic are all going north, except for the one that slipped through in the Carolinas yesterday?
Yeah, that was a tropical disturbance. So all those things are happening as the eclipses are causing the sun and moon to be opposite and pulling the tides and the forces and also adding to the heat.
Oh my goodness, it's been hot. So all this pull is the reason why some people are feeling a little anxious, a little racy.
Yeah.
It's all the energy that's happening. Right? If they can move the ocean, it certainly can change what you're feeling.
Right, right. And then, you know, like with Pisces, we have added emotions, but we're not allowed to really go with too many negative emotions or to let emotions rule us, which is the lesson of Saturn in Pisces, that we have to come together between an emotional life and a practical life and find a midpoint of something we can deal with. Pisces does not like to deal with reality. They're more creative, they're more intuitive, they're more spiritual. So in addition to that, with Neptune in Pisces, we've raised our intuition. People have a lot more sixth sense than they used to. And going more on intuition. If you don't listen to your intuition, then, you know, you could have a pitfall. You need to listen to what your inner self is telling you.
Clarissa, what's your sign?
You're a Virgo, so you're going to be off the stress level and you'll be more calm. But, you know, you right now have Jupiter in Gemini, which is in your career sector. And so you are moving ahead career-wise, and you need to promote yourself and build your brand so that you can go forward in the future successfully.
See that? You know, it's funny you say that. And grab your mic, because we talked to her when we were at the coffee house, and that's exactly what you were looking to do, is to make some decisions on your career life, right?
Yeah, making decisions in career. So, yeah.
Crossroads right now? Thinking about what you want to do?
Yeah, definitely at a crossroads, kind of moving away from 10 years of doing work in a specific industry and trying to move towards maybe a more creative
Hold your mic up a little bit. Okay.
So sorry.
So the thing is, you know, to listen to your intuition and contact with your inner self so that you can create a higher vibration and get more creative energy coming to you. But don't take on projects that are too detailed, because then you're going to put yourself under unnecessary strain to get all the details done. You want something that's more expansive, more broad, more global, and not just, you know, the little detailed oriented jobs maybe that you had in the past.
Well, she's done some big stuff in the past. But the question I want to ask, and I don't know her that well, is that sometimes when you're at a crossroad, you know, your intuition tells you, okay, I got to go down this road, but I've never gone down this road. This is totally new. This is scary. I never did this before. I'm not going to do it because I've never done it before. Do you go against that feel and just do it because you know that's the right path?
So the Saturn in Pisces makes us more fearful. We can't really give energy to those fears because they come back to haunt us. We have to move ahead. Every life is a different stage. So we have to look forward to new adventures and new opportunities and not be fearful, because we have to have confidence that we're not going to be given anything that we can't handle, and we're going to just sail through it and do the best we can.
Excellent. That's a message brought to you by her.
Does that make sense?
That's perfect.
They give you lemons, you make orange juice.
Have faith.
And you have faith.
Not fear.
That's what it's always about.
It's always about.
But now that Venus is going into Scorpio, we have more compassions, we have more convictions, we have more energy, and we have more confidence that we're going to do well, and people are going to support us more so than they have in the last month or two.
Now, do you make adjustments knowing what's coming? Like you said, the Sunday will be out of this whatever. Do you make adjustments in your life I'm talking about you personally, as you go along, because you know where the weak stones, for lack of a better explanation, are.
I work on the timing.
The timing of doing things?
Now, sometimes the circumstances are beyond my control, so obviously I have to adjust. That's just part of life. But, you know, if I have a choice of some action that I'm going to take, I definitely change the timing to where it's going to be most positive. Like, I try not to do anything with Mercury retrograde, and I try to plan ahead before it goes retrograde, like making sure my car is working properly and, you know, having some extra money set aside for a rainy day. That's what I'll do, but I won't take any action until after Mercury retrogrades and looks more positive. Now, Venus is going into Scorpio, which is my sign, so now I'm going to move ahead in my plans to expand what I'm doing. And like I told you, I wanted to do some more presentations and some party events. So I'm going to work on promoting that now that Venus in Scorpio is positive to my sign.
Now, I'm glad you said timing, because there are things that we want to do, but it's a timing issue. Sometimes where you want to do it, they really don't understand what you're trying to get across. Sometimes the people involved don't understand why we're doing it now and not later or before. So it becomes a timing issue of trying to comprehend what we're trying to accomplish, because for us there's a bigger picture with a lot of
people don't understand your need to wait for a certain timing astrologically.
Exactly.
They just don't get that.
They don't understand
so
that
you
yet.
don't tell them that.
No, you don't, but
you know,
they look at you sideways and like, why can't we just start tomorrow? Obviously, you got to wait till Sunday. Obviously.
Well, I don't know what you can do to, you know, placate them, but you need to stand by your convictions and not let people sway you and then, you know, lead you in a direction that's not going to be successful.
It's okay, we're planting a lot of seeds this week that will come to fruition next week.
Exactly.
Contracts and things that are signing and money's coming in.
But this is funny, because I didn't even know this, and I tell you what I wanted to do was a lead-in for them. I didn't want to introduce it yet. I want to go slow.
So the thing is, you have advanced preparations, so get them involved in some of the advanced preparations so they think the project is starting, even though you're not actually doing the actual work.
Exactly what we're going to be doing.
That's exactly what we came with. That was the conclusion.
Me back on the computer.
So you're right where you need to be.
Awesome. All right, we're going to take a commercial break. You can follow Helen at Cosmic Astrology Society on social media. She's available to do individual charts, individual readings to help you plan your life and your business accordingly. She has helped us tremendously working with our foundation, all the other things we do. So contact our Cosmic Astrology Society with Helen Archer. And I'm thinking, Helen, we're going to try to send out another newsletter. He was supposed to be in today. Next week, I want to put a piece in for what you're doing.
Okay, sounds good.
All right, more to come on the other side of this commercial break, and we'll be right back.
In 1862, the Battle of Antietam breaks out. The Battle of Antietam marked the culmination of Confederate General Robert E. Lee's first invasion of the northern states. It was the bloodiest single day. In 1976, NASA unveils its first space shuttle, the Enterprise. The space shuttle was the first to fly freely when it lifted to a height of 25,000 feet by Boeing 747 and then released by gliding back to Edwards Air Force Base of its own accord. And in 1796, George Washington prepares final draft of farewell address. President Washington's officially notifying the public that he would voluntarily step down as the nation's first president. It was extraordinary. Rarely, if ever, in the history of Washington had a national leader voluntarily relinquish his title. In 1976, NASA unveils its first space shuttle, the Enterprise. The Constitution of the United States of America was signed by 39 delegates present, which was a hard...
Do you want the opportunity to have a TV show or podcast? Now, at Amp Media Productions, you can host your very own visual broadcast anywhere around the world. With our talented group of creators, we will provide you with show elements, board operations, and any on-screen visuals you'd like to showcase. All you must do is log onto your computer and communicate with your viewers. Contact Amp Media Productions at 866-224-5422 or email hello@amp2.tv to start your own show today.
Born in Marseille, France, Max Lazega creates whimsical and free-flowing interpretive art. His 40 years in the construction industry created the foundation for his craft. His unique work displays his view of the future with bold and playful combinations of materials and processes, but the methodology remains consistent. He fuses recycled materials and discarded building supplies into a fresh, well-executed approach. Lazega has lived in Miami, Florida most of his life, where he pursues his lifelong passion of creating industrial art. For more information, contact Max Lazega at artworkstudios.org or 786-326-8873.
Known for his Art Deco Cubist style and compositions with dancing saturated color, Ken Bieberman has lived and breathed art his whole life. From the early 80s, he's influenced the Art Deco district of Miami Beach. Featured in numerous restoration projects, hotels, galleries, and clubs, Bieberman creates for everyday folks and celebrity clientele. He's also the proprietor of Art Repro, a giclée and scanning company in Pompano Beach. When it comes to scanning high resolution, size is not an issue. Professionally scanning art up to 10 feet and 64 inches in width, Art Repro utilizes state-of-the-art equipment. On quality canvas or paper, archival ink and printing mediums are put to use. Art Repro ensures colors are true and every nuance of the art is captured, including the canvas weave. Perfection is the priority. Contact artist Ken Bieberman today at 954-547-0095 or visit his website www.artrepro.net.
If you turned 65 recently like me, it's important you find a Medicare Advantage plan that gives you the coverage you're looking for. But finding one can be difficult. The best thing I did, and I suggest you do the same, is call a licensed insurance agent and let them walk you through your Medicare Advantage plan options. There are so many benefits you have access to, so make the call now and let the representatives explain everything to you. Our licensed insurance agents can offer you a variety of Medicare Advantage plans. Plus, the call is free, the information is free, and there's no obligation to enroll. We're here to make it easy for you to select a Medicare Advantage plan that may work for your needs. Finding a Medicare Advantage plan can be easy if you do what I did. Make a quick call right now to learn more. Thank you. Call 800-978-4815. That's 800-978-4815. Call now. What if this happened to you when you're alone? With MedGuard Alert's new Care Watch, you can connect with medical professionals instantly, 24/7. No cell phone required. This life-saving medical device acts as a phone as well as a revolutionary health monitoring system that checks blood pressure, heart rate, oxygen saturation, and much more. And if you have Medicare or Medicaid, you may qualify to get yours free. Don't wait. Call us to get your Care Watch right now.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
And we're back. And I want to tell people about this.
What is that, Freddie? Freddie, what would that be?
Portion of the show is brought to you by Pure Light. You're such a wise guy. You know what this is?
What is that? So it looks like a light bulb box.
This is a light bulb. But it's not just any kind
ding,
of
ding, ding. I have an idea.
Oh, you remind me of the other one that used that on me when you weren't here. This is actually a very interesting light bulb. And this light bulb is being used up in the space shuttle.
International Space Station, yeah?
All of that stuff. International Space Station, yeah, there too. And the funny thing is that this bad boy, if you read the box, it even feeds plants, which is unbelievable. Takes away the stinkies of any room.
True that.
Purifies the air. We actually have a whole row of them in here.
Yeah.
Yes, it's the wow. It's the wow factor.
It's the wow factor.
What is the website, Dawn?
Pure-light.com. Promo code Russ, RUSS, to receive I believe it's a 20% discount on the light bulbs.
Yes.
The thing with these light bulbs it helps with odors. It helps with, I can't say curing, but it helps take away the smell of mold. It takes away the smell of mildew. It helps plants grow. It's supposed to make you feel happier and calmer, these light bulbs, and they last for a really long time.
First of all, you can't say it, but I can say it, because I have a cat, and I brought 2 of these bad boys home. I only needed 1, and you can't tell I have a cat. I put it in the laundry room where there was like a mildewy smell, like a mold. I don't know what the hell it was. All gone. The building even said to me, "What you do?" I said, so they're going to call him as well. But don't listen to me. Get a bulb, try it. Especially if you have a cat, get a bulb, try it, and you'll see an improvement. And you can get this before Sunday, by the way.
I mean, it is space-age technology. It's a regular light incandescent bulb, and it's coated in the special space-age technology. And it lights up. It's a pure white light, so it is in our bathroom. We see everything now in the bathroom.
Yes.
But it definitely is helping, I have to say. Even when we run out of bathroom spray, it's making a huge difference. I don't know how it works, but it does.
Unfortunately.
But it's a huge difference.
Yes, so get your light on.
So pure-light.com, promo code Russ. All right, I think we have an astrology game just in time for Helen. Jay, you have that queued up? All right, let's see what we got.
Is that
Ooh, what sign is associated with wisdom? Gemini, Libra, Leo, or Cancer?
Libra.
I want to say Libra. Gemini?
Libra.
Wisdom.
Isn't that the scales?
That's justice.
I thought it was
Leo.
Leo?
Oh.
Who decided that?
Wow.
Does that mean Leo is the scales?
What's the Latin name for the scales? Libra.
Libra. And that one we are. Would you be Cancer or something?
Interesting. He does a nice job on these. Here comes going into the bathroom. Which planet is associated with war and misfortune? Mars?
Really?
Yeah.
God of War. I didn't know that. I knew it wasn't Jupiter.
Mars, Jupiter, Venus, or Saturn? Who is
it?
Mars. Interesting. Is water masculine or feminine? We talked about this the other day. Water is feminine.
I don't believe that, but okay.
It's feminine.
We go with the flow. Not, but it's a good thought.
That's why the ocean, you say it's her, right?
You call everything a her.
I do, because everything scary is a feminine.
Feminine.
It's close. Feminine.
What symbol does this represent? Let's see.
That's the artist known as
Sagittarius.
The archer.
Half horse, half man.
Really? That's the symbol for it, huh?
From what I can see, yeah.
Nice job, Helen. She does know what she's talking about.
Thank God.
What element is Virgo?
A virgin.
Earth. Earth. You and I forget about it.
That's the virgins that work the earth.
Earth.
Earth. Earth, wind, and fire. The singing was.
So actually, Mary, the mother of Jesus, was referred to as the Virgin because she was born in the sign of Virgo.
Interesting.
That's what the saying.
Who was the ruler of Cancer?
Virgos are virgins.
Who was the ruler of Cancer? The moon?
No, Venus.
Helen?
The moon.
The moon?
The moon rules Cancer, so a lot of Cancer people get very activated during the full moon.
What does Aquarius translate to? A water bearer.
Yes.
She's winning.
Why she's a
I don't know if she is. She's an Aquarius. Of course she is. She goes with the flow.
Yeah. Until she don't.
Nothing
And
rattles
she's a
her.
tidal wave. No, she can be rattled, but she likes to get it right back.
No. I don't think I've ever seen her rattle. What does the symbol represent? Taurus.
Wow. How'd you know that? What are you, the
Those
Taurus?
are the horns. The bull.
What horns? I see two
At
balls.
the top. No, you don't see
Is
half
it a
a
male?
ball.
Is it a male Taurus?
Yes, always.
Taurus is the bull.
My ex-wife is a Taurus. Ugh.
Your symbol belongs to Pisces, the fish. Ooh.
The two lines of water.
Probably. The top one?
The top one on the left. Really?
Yeah.
Ah, what's the two water one? Aquarius?
The one on the bottom is Aquarius, the one across is Capricorn, and the one on the top right is Scorpio.
She's good.
The fish.
Interesting. Nice job, Abdullah. That piece is brought to you by Amp Media Futures Foundation. It's a foundation giving our crew, our interns, a chance to work in a real-life working studio, to hone their skills, to be part of a community, to learn the details of what it is, and to grow.
And what's the website?
ampfutures.org. To make a donation, to support a student, or even something in kind, such as lunch, something just to make their day a little bit easier, a little bit smoother, and to know that one day they can follow their passion and their purpose because you help give them the opportunity.
And if you text us at 53555, the word production,
It takes you right there.
it takes you right there.
Nice. I always forget about that one.
5355, production. Not with an S. S is for savings.
Do you know September is secondhand September? So it's all about upcycling, recycling, repurposing things, consigning, all of that girl math stuff.
Now, that only is in your brain.
No,
you
really,
spend
secondhand September.
$100 and they give you a BOGO for $10 and you think you're $110 ahead.
Exactly.
The math doesn't work.
But I have to go back to what Helen said. She said that they called the Virgin Mary a virgin because she was born under the sign of Virgo.
Yes.
Therein lies not all
Virgins
Virgos are
virgins.
virgins. It's the same. When I was back in the day, they used to say that to me. I never understood why until today.
Oh, good.
You gave me an education. I never knew why, but I used it all the time. But I never knew why.
All right, you ready to talk to Clarissa?
Sure.
Clarissa.
We met Clarissa last week. We went out to do some errands, went to grab a cup of coffee because we were talking about spotlighting local coffee shops. And there she was, sitting there with her sister, doing some marketing plans.
Who happens to travel all over South Florida to different coffee shops,
Right, yeah.
which is amazing. Why do you do that?
I think it's just, there was something that said, like, if you surround yourself with a good space, you know, you work a little bit better. Kind of like if you come in with like a new outfit or something, you feel good, you start producing more. So just like getting out of the headspace and working in different coffee shops kind of helps that, I think.
What's your background? Sorry.
Background in
Business.
Oh, so currently we opened 4 restaurants in the last 2 to 3 years. We started 2021 and then opened 2022 and then did 2 more this year. Yeah.
What kind of restaurants?
They're Southeast Asian. So, you know, pho is like primarily like what they serve, but they also serve like a little bit of everything from Vietnamese to Korean, a little bit of Japanese, a little bit of Filipino because I'm Filipino and I don't see enough Filipino food. So we threw in a few dishes there.
Well, what made you open a restaurant? I know you've got partners, but that's a huge undertaking.
Well, we were already working in one starting 10 years ago. And so we just figured, this one's doing really well. One of our restaurants was doing very well. So we flipped the name and changed the concept a little bit. And we really just wanted to bring more Southeast Asian foods to the market, because it's very common to see like Japanese and Korean food at the forefront, and not so much like Vietnamese, Filipino, Thai, they're like less shown.
So are all four include the original one, or is it 4 new ones?
For the restaurants?
Yes.
Well, we decide that the first one is still a new restaurant because it's a new concept still.
So those are 4.
Right. So there's still 4 new ones.
Each one does the same thing, or are they slightly different?
They are, I would say, 90% to 95% the same. The small differences are maybe like one does some more specials. The other one likes to change up their drinks and things like that. So it's mostly the same. Yeah.
Where are they located?
They're located in Gainesville, Tampa, Temple Terrace, which is Tampa still, and Jacksonville.
All right, so next question is, why are you here and not up there?
Correct.
What are you working on down here?
So for the most part, my job was remote until we opened the restaurants. Once we open a restaurant, it's boots on the floor. Everybody goes. Everybody does their hand and make sure that it opens properly. But they're all running now, and I'm transitioning to hopefully another job in marketing, just because restaurants are really great. But it required a lot of driving, and I'm 30, which might mean that I would like just a little bit of change when it comes to like family time and things like that. So,
See, 30 we talked about yesterday. It's that pivotal age, I think,
know.
for people, right? Do you feel it is?
I feel like it is. I think if I was younger, I would have continued doing exactly what I was doing. But I think for 30, I just wanted to reprioritize like a few things, and hopefully marketing kind of helps do that. I feel like I've already been doing marketing, but in a different direction.
Well, you're the marketing guru that these restaurants are doing so well, yes?
I definitely feel like I'm a big part of it. I laid a lot of the groundwork and the foundation for what, they continue to do. And also just learning from like other industries doing the same thing as well.
Now we found you with your sister, so you wanted to spend some family time with her, so you guys visit all the different coffee houses.
Right.
Is that part of what you miss? Is that what you're looking to?
Yeah, I definitely, just like moments like that. I had been away to college in Gainesville, and so for my sister, I hadn't seen her like regularly for over 10 years. So now, like, our way of bonding is, like, I'm looking for jobs. She's studying for nursing school. So it's just kind of, like, I guess coming back to that, like, family time and things that I'm, like, kind of looking for.
Now, when you say you're looking for jobs, are you looking for marketing jobs, or are you looking to get into different fields? What is it exactly that you're looking for?
I think at this time, I'm looking for a digital marketing job. Just to really hone in those skills in a different atmosphere, maybe a corporate one, or just, I've already done like freelancing. So I've marketed different companies, whether it was like a car rental company. I've marketed like a few restaurants in New Jersey and New York. So I am familiar with those spheres, but maybe just in a corporate setting, what that might look like.
It's different for sure. There's a lot of different aspects of marketing, digital creation, right? There's social media, there's marketing. We talked about the difference, the nuances between marketing and social media. What do you think they are, if any?
The difference between marketing and social media? I feel like they're so intertwined at this point. When you look at the job, like the job descriptions, they almost always interchange a little bit of social media, a little bit of marketing. I feel like comes down to the mediums. I feel like marketing includes like email marketing, printed material, flyers, newspapers, things like that. Whereas social media is completely digital. So I guess like the marketing is the sphere and the social media is like under the umbrella of
But
marketing.
digital is still the way to go. What do you think about print marketing and advertising?
I think print marketing can be very beneficial when it comes to places around your surrounding business. So if you have like an office next to you or like businesses next to you that you'd like to reach out to, I think the paper works just fine. If in fact even better, because it stays there for people to visually see. Digital is really great if you're looking to expand your audience beyond maybe what's surrounding you.
A lot of different options.
I'm interested that I see that the restaurants are all on the
They're north.
West Coast.
East.
Are they?
About
Gainesville's kind
East
of
Coast.
central. Jacksonville, Tampa. So they're actually, when we planned them, the first one was the closest to the student base.
Right.
So we actually, if you look at all of our restaurants, they're not too far from the colleges.
So how come you wouldn't have one here when there's 6 colleges in this area?
That's a very good question. Well, we started over there, so the infrastructure to support them is up there. There's like there's a catering company that does like a lot of the pre-made things, like sauces, like things that'll support all of the restaurants. So I guess it just is easier to deliver those ingredients and things like that over there.
Because it's closer to the base.
Yeah, it's closer to the base.
So this would be further because it's like 3 hours.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's roughly 4 to the base, so Gainesville.
So it was strategically done the way it was done for a reason.
Yes, always.
Interesting, because what I'm alluding to all this is that you could still build more foundations if you want to go to 8 restaurants or 10. I mean,
Absolutely. With the right
but
help.
you want to change venue, which is amazing.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people are looking right now to making a venue.
Mm-hmm.
You've done that and then some.
Right.
You're surprised. So now you're looking for something else.
Yeah.
But I think 30, we talked yesterday, and I wish she was here so you could meet her, Hannah. About 30 is this pivotal point where people feel as if I should have been here, or I'm here and I want to be someplace else. Like I've hit that goal and I want to do this, or I haven't hit that goal.
Right.
Am I still going to try for that goal, or am I going to try and pivot and find another goal?
Mm-hmm.
And here you say, that's where you're at.
Yeah.
What does it feel like? When I was 30, I had a 2-year-old, I had a 5-year-old. I was like knee deep in diapers and kindergarten.
Right, and that's rewarding in itself. But
totally different though, different
so
generation.
Different. Yeah, I think 30 just feels like the beginning of your 30s, like the whole decade.
Right.
So it's like looking ahead. What do I want my next 5 years or 10 years to look like? And does what I'm doing now fulfill what I want for this new decade? And I feel like though my last 10 years have been successful, the next 10 I'd like something different. And I think that's the 30s feeling that I'm sure a lot of people are going through.
I think that's pretty cool though, to see it and to know it and to have the opportunity to go get what you want.
Yeah, we're really blessed in that way to
Yeah.
live in an age where we have the resources to go find what you're looking for.
But I got to ask you a leading question, because you were successful the last 10 years,
Right.
4 is better than 1, successful.
Right.
And then you are now looking towards something else in the future. If you had failures, I'm sure it wasn't always great.
Oh, never is. It never is. That's not
But
what
you made
success
adjustments.
looks
So
like.
you should never take your minuses with you forward.
Mhm.
And you're looking at the end game here that they're still running, they're still doing well. It's not like you're leaving them because they're doing bad.
No, not at all. They're doing great. I just wanted something different for me.
you.
Yeah, for me.
See, that's the difference. It's the same thing with Hannah. I wish she was here, because she's been looking, and I looked over her Facebook page and some of the things that she does. But you can't get caught up in the heartbreaks of life. You can't get caught up in the minuses. You can't get caught up Things that always don't work out, you know. This morning, Facebook got pregnant. Happens. It happens. But then, you know, if God provides lemon tree and you get lemons and you make orange juice with them and you go from there.
Right.
That's all.
But to have the opportunity, right? Your generation is just different to say, you know what, this is really what I want. I'm going to go get it. And you can create whatever it is that you want. That's what's so amazing.
Well, she knows that.
Yeah.
She knows that. Oh, I think you know that.
So you
I
want
hope I
corporate,
know
huh?
it.
I think you
I'm
know that.
looking. I'll get back to you in a few months and see if it's working
But
out.
it's there, you know. It's the art of creating because you know it's there. The moment you say, "Well, I hope it's there," and you use the word "hope," then you erase what you've done the last 10 years. You
I know. I just got to convince someone, you know, of that it's there, that the opportunity is there, that I'm right for it. It'll come, I'm sure.
I think that once you know, we had somebody at Lynn University come up to us. We were there for a school fair, getting producers, and she came up to us and said, "I am the best thing you're going to hire." Remember this? You know what I'm talking about? And I said, "Why is that?" And she went on and she explained it. So I asked her, "Well, what is it that you want out of life?" And she says, "I always wanted to have my own radio show." And this was on a Tuesday. So I said, "I'm going to put you on the radio with your own show on Friday." And she did it. Not only did she go on to do it, we're talking about you. Not only did she go on to do it, she also went on to work for somebody else. So she had a very successful career as we went along. And that's what reminds me of you. You just don't know how, you have forgotten just how good you are.
Yeah.
No, not yet.
I don't think I've forgotten. I think I just need an opportunity.
I think opportunity is there. You just got to embrace it.
That's fair.
Fair? Okay.
What would you want to market?
Maybe after Sunday, because apparently that's when we're all doing great.
And she listens.
Yeah.
What would you want to market in the perfect world? What kind of company?
The easier answer would be restaurants, but I think anything that's creative in nature, you know, I've always liked promoting like local businesses and things like that. That's my preference.
I have an
think.
idea for you.
Yeah.
Okay. Why don't we take a commercial break so we can set up the other one?
All right, we're going to take a quick commercial break. When we come back, we've got Hannah Dillon joining us. Seems we're targeting now the 30-year-olds, the 30-somethings. Remember that show, 30-something?
Yeah.
It was a great show. Now everyone's like 60-something.
Yeah, but 60 is the new 30.
Oh my gosh, I got to tell you what happened to me this morning before we go to break. Gosh, this is such morning show content. I go to get out of my car, and you know, your foot is like against the left side where your brake is in the corner. My heel got stuck between the side panel and the undercarriage of my car, of my shoe.
Yeah.
I could not get my shoe out. And I'm looking around, looking like, is this like a candid camera moment? Is Freddie here? Because he would be rolling on the
Just
floor.
take off your shoe.
So I took off my shoe to try to get it out, and it was still like wedged in now. I just got these back from the shoemaker, so I didn't want to damage the heels.
Are they damaged?
I don't know. I don't think so, but I was able to get it out.
I
and
noticed
thought,
there was a scuff on them. I didn't want to say
my
anything.
gosh. Can you believe my heel got stuck between the side and this thing underneath?
That's a piece of cake.
Oh my gosh. I don't know. It was such a Freddie moment. Anyway, more to come on the other side of this commercial break, and we'll be right back.
protecting what matters most, your family, your business, your peace of mind, you need reliable fire protection. Introducing All Fire Extinguisher Depot, Fire Extinguisher Service. Our certified technicians ensure your extinguishers are always ready to respond to emergencies. Before and after, we leave your fire safety in top-notch condition. Join the many satisfied clients who trust All Fire Extinguisher Depot for fire extinguisher service. Because when it comes to fire safety, there's no compromise. Contact All Fire Extinguisher Depot at 786-704-2750 to get your extinguisher service today. Your safety is our priority. That's at 786-704-2750. All Fire Extinguisher Depot, protecting what matters.
Has your heater busted, computer crashed, appliance broken? Then you need ARW Home.
Life's been pretty worry-free since I got coverage with ARW Home. Don't waste thousands of dollars on air conditioning, appliance repair, and replacements. Save that money with ARW Home. Protection plans that cover household appliances, systems, and electronics.
My air conditioning broke on a Sunday. I called ARW, and they came out and fixed it right away.
Get your free quote today. Call or go to arwhome.com now.
Imagine this is your money and someone wants to take it from you. Who is it? The IRS. Guess what? They want your money and they can take it, all of it if they want. Remember, they sent you that letter right over here that said, hey, you owe us a bunch of cash and we're going to take it from you right now. So what do? You fight back by letting our team of experts work it out with the IRS so you can keep your money. And hey, we're good at what we do. When you hire us, you get a team of guys on your side that know the IRS laws, and we'll fight really hard to save your money. So, if you owe the IRS a ton of cash and you want to keep it, call right now and learn for free how we can help you put it back in your pocket. 5 minutes of your time right now can save you thousands of dollars. And the best part, it's a free call, so please call right now.
What if you could make a free phone call and reduce your car payment by as much as $83 a month? Right now, you could be paying as high as 20% interest. Your new interest rate could be reduced to as low as 2.48%. You can refinance any existing car loan or leased car and save money every month. Take 5 minutes of your time right now. Make this free phone call and learn how to save hundreds of dollars a year by refinancing your existing car loan.
Attention timeshare owners. This is an urgent consumer alert from the Timeshare Exit Hotline, a national company specializing in helping consumers legally get out of their expensive timeshare contracts. We're offering you a way to legally get rid of your timeshare. So if you're fed up with the maintenance fees that keep on coming and want to learn if you can terminate your timeshare legally and permanently, call today. Call the number on your screen today. It's a free call.
The owners of Amp Media Productions and the Brooklyn Cafe show, Don and Freddie S., are excited to announce the launch of its new nonprofit educational charity, the Amp Media Futures Foundation. This foundation gives college students the tools that they need by providing them hands-on learning experiences in business, marketing, communication, and media creation. To donate or volunteer, contact AMP2 Media Productions by email at info@ampfutures.org.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
Right now. And we're back.
You're good. You can stay right where you are.
She makes me.
No, you won't be on camera.
Watch out now. I don't know that, Dawn.
No, I think it's just a one shot on Hannah,
one shot.
so it's all good. So I'm glad that you showed up because this is Clarissa, this is Hannah, and yesterday we started talking about the change of life of these milestones of when we want to hit different life-changing milestones. And 30 seemed to be yesterday's talk. Then I think 60 is another one, and it seems like every decade you reassess things.
I think that it comes when it comes. I think if you're 30 and it happens, you're 31, you're 40, there are changes. You can be married forever, and then a change comes. You could having, and Facebook got pregnant this morning. There's a lot of changes.
Yeah, but yesterday Hannah was here really specifically for the day.
Hannah was leaving.
Because she was
She's not
leaving
even
today
supposed
to
to
go
be
back to
here.
Austin, Texas. And you did. I don't know what magic you pulled out of your hat, but Hannah's still here.
Well, I don't know, Dawn. You tell me. I mean, there are things that happen every day.
Every day.
Every day.
But you decided to stay.
I did decide to stay.
Which we're so glad about.
Thank you so much. I am someone who just really follows my intuition and like the rhythm of life, I call it. And I was like, this is where my soul is guiding me right now, so I'm going to choose yes.
And it's funny because the lady that was sitting in that chair says that you have to listen to that. You have to listen to that little voice inside you. And a lot of people don't do that. And right now, she sent a whole bunch of messages your way. I don't know if you realize that.
Yeah, I heard them for sure. Oh, yes, I did hear them. I feel like she was spot on. She talked about, planning for the future, perhaps after Sunday, and just going with your intuition, which is exactly what you had said.
Exactly. Except they come from two different directions. One came from Texas and the other one came from Orlando or wherever the hell this one came up from.
Gainesville. I don't know, are you from Gainesville?
I'm not. I
Okay.
just went to school there, UF.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you were there when my kids were there, so you're right there at that same time.
Perhaps, yeah.
So yesterday we were at 388 and there was a lot of stuff going on. So the pictures came out pretty good, by the way.
Yeah, the pictures look fantastic. You did a nice
all
job.
the ladies.
It's funny.
You'd almost be like good in production or something. I don't know.
That's an excuse. I noticed that this one holds on to her skirt in every picture. And she has that smile in every picture. Everybody else, like I noticed your hand was here, then it was here,
What do I
then
do
it
with
was
my
here,
hands?
and somebody's head turned here, and it was here. But this one, she doesn't move. It's the same picture over and over, 12 pictures, holding a skirt with the same smile.
So you said send him out. So I sent him out. There was like, right, she looks beautiful in every picture.
But it was interesting to watch how different people on the set with the same camera. And all I do is I keep clicking it, good, bad, or indifferent. And, Alicia's always the one that's always moving around.
She's always moving around.
Always moving around.
So what's happening with Hannah for today? What have you got cooking?
So what I want to do is, I didn't know why. I'm going to be very honest for Hannah being here. I didn't know why, but I got a call in yesterday that there's something on the horizon waiting for her. And I did not know. I didn't know two things. I know that you told me she was coming. I forgot all about Helen. And then these gentlemen came. And these gentlemen have a product that hydrates people. Now, I took this on the air, and they want the clip because this thing zooted me up. It just lit me up. Lit me up. Something in whatever is in this thing, I needed it. And there's a lot of different reasons. I gave them 12 reasons why this hydration works. And they also have it in coffee. But when we were having the meeting this morning, she came to mind because I saw how you are so intense on reaching yourself and being a promoter of good health and some of the things, and she'll tell you what she does and it'll make more sense. You're the greatest ambassador for them. And I explained that to them and they bought in. So they're going to want to meet you. None of that would have happened if you had flown away, because now they have an opportunity that says, hey, because I told them I'm going to call them after the show. They may show up here. I don't know. They're very motivated. I don't want to tell their story because it has monks and stuff involved in that. What they did is an amazing story. How it affects diabetes is an amazing story, but there's other things that go with this of good health. So my idea was to have her come back again. I didn't know why. Do her podcast thingamajig. I don't know why. And talk about and see what life brings. And it's going to bring something good because even if you go back, now I'm not saying you are, because Mama's looking at me like, no, I'm not going to go back. But even if you do go back, they want to open this in your town. And you will be the ambassador to your town and the West and the mid-central states. And I don't know where it's going to lead. It may lead you to 12 different states. I don't know. But you're the one, after what I saw on Facebook, you like to travel. You've been all over the place. You've met thousands of people. You have a certain skill that you meet people and you know about people before you even talk to them.
I would say that's accurate. I'm very perceptive, very intuitive, and I'm very empathic, and so I can pick up on people's energy. I've had to learn my journey of discernment, which I spoke about yesterday a little bit.
Absolutely. And you did a piece. Now, I was going to run this piece, but I didn't know she was staying, so I'm not going to do it. You did a piece where you woke Mom up in the morning and you danced. Remember that? You had her dancing with you?
Oh, yes.
Remember that?
Yes, absolutely.
Well, she posted it on Facebook. And I was going to put it on here just to explain to people watching a little bit of what you're like, because you're contagious. You know, you were dancing up a storm, and you were just getting into that whole groove. And you are right, you are a good dancer, absolutely. And I didn't even explain this to Dawn because people would think I'm nuts. But then you're sitting here, and you know something? I'm not nuts. I'm not. I do understand what I see, and I believe in what I feel. And I asked her, don't leave, I may have something for you tomorrow. And today you're going to be airing your show, I think at 2:30?
I guess it's not going to be 2:30, I guess.
2:30, we're going to air it, but I'm going to call the boys and see if they're going to come by as well. So we're going to listen to what you have to say. And then I may throw some curveballs at you, but they are more than in to have you become an ambassador to their program. You have to fix the logistics and everything else in here. Maybe you become a marketer for their program, I don't know. But I'm willing to tell you that not getting on that plane today was the best move you've done in a long time.
Full body chills again.
I'm just saying, I'm just telling you this outright. And it doesn't happen a lot, but you know, I've been doing this with Dawn close to 9 years. And I've been doing it 22 years. And I have seen so many things in life, so many people that I've met, that they remember me, the things I said, like Mike yesterday. He was repeating the things from 2.5 years ago. The stories.
I don't know how you do it.
I said, how the hell does he do it? And you gotta take stock of yourself, believe in yourself. And some of us have enough that we can feed others to get a taste of what that's like. A la Mom dancing and everything else. And I told you that we're going to help Mom, not even help Mom, because Mom don't need no help, but we're going to pursue Mom's dreams of things that she wants to do in Florida. And it's going to come through you. And we talked about that. And we got a lot of good stuff coming. You watch.
What's the name of the show for today?
What's the name of your podcast?
My podcast is called Let's Get Sensual.
Oh, wow.
It's like a box of chocolates.
Very interesting. Well, these products, they are a new sponsor of the Brooklyn Cafe Show. It's called Kaizen.
Yes.
And the new segment is called the Kaizen Commitment to Change. So 90-day commitment to change with Kaizen. And it's about being 1% better every day, whether it's through products, whether it's through meditation, whether it's through setting business goals, change of clothes, cleaning your house, whatever it means to you to be 1% better every day. It's the Kaizen Commitment to Change with the Brooklyn Cafe Show. We can get you all the information to purchase their products. They have a product for electrolyte, and this is a coffee product. And they have sea moss, cacao, and all different products in here that I couldn't pronounce correctly. We're going to get you all the information
We're going to get more
properly.
versed because I mean it's new to us. I take it, and this thing has certain
no
powers.
preservatives, no artificial colors, no artificial flavors, no electric blue, anything in here. You mix it in your own water container, glass container, and
it comes with a little electric mixer.
Yes, it does.
Which is the coolest thing. It is so cool. And then they're going to, we talked about how Gatorade is not good for you, and they actually are going to do this like a Gatorade bottle, a squeeze bottle. They're going to put the name on there. I try to get them to put the corporate name on there along with theirs, which I think is a really clever idea. But we'll see. A lot of ideas. But this stuff actually works. And if you want to come down, we're going to be giving out little samples of this so you can taste it.
But Kaizen Commitment to Change, and that's what it's all about the next 90 days. Essentially, we're in October. We're kind of done with September right now. We got the Jewish holidays. We're moving into October. October, November, December, it's the time to push your business and to grow your business or your personal transformation. 90 days. Anybody can do 90 days, one day at a time. Next thing you know, you're at the first of the year, and you're going to look back and say, you know what? That 90-day commitment to my change, your change, business change was well worth it. Just take it one day at a time. Sometimes I take it 1 hour at a time, quite honestly.
And diabetics, this is the next 3 months, the darkest days of the year, because you shouldn't eat that, and you shouldn't eat that, and you definitely shouldn't eat that. And these are the 3 hardest months of any diabetic's life. And this will help you for a lot of different reasons. We're going to hold a seminar to teach you that, to make you healthy, to give you an opportunity. If you really want to get healthy, you can.
A lot of good stuff. I just emailed Cameron from Beauregards. I need a brisket for 20 people.
Interesting.
Beauregards Fine Meats and Butchery. So Chuck says, you're going to make that much? I said, well, I might make it. Or
What's he talking about?
Or I might ask Cameron to smoke 2 briskets for me, and I'm just going to bring it to Rosh Hashanah.
Your life is so...
I love my life right now. I found a butcher with fine cut meats, and I'm going to see if he'll cook it for me, because
he will.
Why not?
Best butcher in Boca.
Right? He was voted best pastrami in Boca Raton. So if you love pastrami, you're looking for meats, check out Beauregards Fine Meats and Butchery right on 20th Avenue and Federal Highway. All right, ready to wrap it up?
Yeah, we got to get to
More to come. Have a great afternoon, everyone. Stay safe. Be kind to each other. Tune in to Hannah's next podcast. We'll see you tomorrow, 9 a.m. drive time.
And don't be late.
Bye-bye.
Well, that's about it for today. Even though the show's over, the Brooklyn Cafe is always open for business. You're invited to join the fun every day from 12 to 2. If you missed some of the laughs from today, Dawn and Freddie S. will bring you more good cheer next time. You can follow the Brooklyn Cafe on Facebook at the Brooklyn Cafe TV to rewatch every minute of the show. We'll see you next time.